Hey everybody, so today we're looking at specialty sets for the month of August 2024, starting with Generations. Not a ton of data on TCG Player. On eBay, the lowest listed is 912 Canadian. Obviously, you can find one a bit cheaper with different shipping rates, but around $900 Canadian, so around 670 USD for an ETB right now. Shining Legends, there have been some sales on TCG Player. It's sitting around that $300 mark. Most recent sales 280, 293, 306, and 295, 295. So that's going back into July, but August 23rd, most recent sale of 280. Next up, Dragon Majesty, nothing on TCG Player. When we look on eBay, though, lowest listed 500 Canadian plus shipping there. Hidden Fates up 2.1% on the month, up to 277. Most recent sales exactly at that 277. 185, 185, 165. So it's balancing out over the past week or so. Next up, Champions Path down 4.1% on the month. Again, Champions Path, nothing special. It's just trading in this $100 range for, quite some time, going up and down a little bit. Nothing crazy there. Shining Fates up 8.7% on the month. Shining Fates, who would have thought that this thing would, be growing right now? But that's good to see, I guess. Actually, we do have some sales as well recently, August 23rd, and yeah, both on the 23rd rather. Over $50 as well. August 22nd also over 50. So it is reaching into that $50 mark. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Shining Fates over the next 6 months or so. Next up, we have Celebrations. Not doing too much, up 2.75%, around $80. And the Pokemon Center exclusive around $100. Again, nothing crazy going on there. Pokemon Go is down 5.5% on the month, not doing too hot, in that low $40 range. Most recent sale is actually below $40 as well. Next up, we have the Pokemon Center exclusive for Pokemon Go. This thing isn't doing much either. It says $55. Most recent sales in that range as well. Then we have Crown Zenith. This is surprising me, up 4.19% on the month. Obviously, we've seen restocks of Crown Zenith at big retailers in the US. So I'm kind of surprised that the ETB is moving up, but I guess just because it's not being reprinted, the sealed product there, definitely, people are going to want these ETBs. So those are still going up in value. The PC exclusive version up 2.6%. Again, these don't move too much, after release. They kind of have that big spike, and then they find their range, right? If we look at the 1-year chart on these, up, down, not moving too much. Nothing too crazy here. I do think these are still a decent investment long term. Then we have Pokemon 151, again, still going up, right? 73 on these, down from a high of around $75 though, so definitely keep an eye on these right now. The PC exclusive version is 133.78, up a couple percentage points. This one does surprise me. It does seem like this one has been slowly moving up over the past 6 months, so obviously maybe people want the promo of this, or they're just so big in 151 that they're willing to buy the Pokemon Center exclusive version compared to something like Crown Zenith or even like Celebrations where they're not as much. Then we have the booster bundles. These are up to $48.50 on TCG Player, and their sales basically at $50 all day every day. So crazy for 6 packs of 151. The UPCs as well, up to almost $140 on TCG Player. I know you can get these cheaper than these too, so take these prices with a grain of salt, and definitely feel free to shop around if you're going to be buying these. Next up, Paldean Fates. These ETBs up 3.01% on the month, sitting in the low $40 range, and as you can see, there are sales that average out around that, so $40, $45, $40. So in that range there. Shrouded Fable just came out. This is going to be the first month covering it, down 6.66% to $37 essentially, and this will be our starting point. We'll keep an eye on this moving forward. And then just a couple cards I wanted to look at before ending the video. The Charizard EX from 151 up 18.34% on the month, 125.57. If we look at the 1-year chart of this, since release came down, hit a low around $100, and now it's back up. Obviously, if we look at the 3 or 6 month chart, it looks a bit better, but yeah, this thing is definitely spiking over the past month. That's good to see. Zapdos basically hitting that $40 mark at this point. If we look at most recent sales, over $40 there, $38, 37. So, high 30s, low 40s. It is happening. We did have some sales a couple days ago up to around $50. So the Zapdos, this is one of my favorite cards in 151. I just love the artwork. I love the colors. and this thing has just been flying over the past half a year. The Charizard EX from Paldean Fates is also moving up 6.5% up into the one teens. And then the Mew EX from Paldean Fates. This was a card I said to keep an eye on when it was around $80. It's up to $93 now, and I imagine there's probably going to be some sales. I didn't actually look at this, but you do see some sales over $100 up to $150, and that's crazy. Some sales around $100, some a lot lower than that as well, obviously, so it is averaging out. But this is a card I expect to be over $100 one day. It is very unique. It's a great artwork. I think a lot of people agree with that, so keep an eye on that card. Not a ton else has been moving huge, but these are definitely the main cards from some of the most recent sets that have been moving. I think other than that, keep an eye on Crown Zenith, the regular ETBs. I think the PC versions, not too important, but keep an eye on this, especially with these massive restocks happening at US retailers. We should be keeping a close eye on these prices. And then obviously 151, people have said that there's been a restock. And again, I haven't read anything confirming this, but some people have said that their distributors or whatever have basically confirmed restocks or reprints, whatever it is. Who cares? Prices are going to go up and down, but 151 solid set. If there are massive reprints, I will get into a larger position 151. I will say that now, and I've said it before. So yeah, none of these older things really interest me too much. Obviously, Dragon Majesty, if you are going to buy it, probably go to eBay. That's going to be your best bet. Same thing with probably even Shining Legends, but also Generations. You really can't find too many sales on TCG Player for this type of thing. And yeah, you guys let me know if you're invested in any of these sets, if you're picking anything up. What about Shrouded Fable? I said I canceled my PCDBs. I don't really regret doing that. It just doesn't excite me at all. Let me know what you guys think about Stellar Crown as well. I'm probably going to have a video coming out on that soon. And as well as Paradise Dragona once we see more IR and SIR cards, to get a better idea of what Surging Sparks is going to look like later in this year. But that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the continued support. The last video did really well, so I appreciate you guys, supporting it, leaving likes and commenting on the video. That it means a lot to me because I haven't been uploading as much, that you guys are still there watching these videos. So thank you so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you in the next one.